Welcome to my series, where I try to tell Skyrim like it was written in a book, or told in a TV series, with not just one main character who is all of a sudden the Dragonborn, but many different characters, most of which, well, all of which, but one, are not the Dragonborn. This story will be played by many different characters of all different sorts of backstories, and all different combat roles and personalities. I hope you come to enjoy watching this sort of stuff as much as I enjoy making it and playing it. If you guys enjoy, please leave a like, and subscribe if you want. And of course, if you're feeling a bit chatty, drop me a comment and it'll be fun to have a conversation. Anyway, I'm gonna let you get to this. Have fun.
My name is Tonraq, and I've been the Harbinger of the Companions for about 4 to 5 months. I was only new to the role when Whiterun was attacked. I aided in Whiterun's defense as the other Companions got the people of Whiterun to safety. I fought beside the Empire and Guard to protect my home. Ever since then, I've been doing what I always do, doing honorable work for gold. Before I joined the Companions, I was just some merc who would take any job for gold. I was pretty much hired scum. But now I feel I have purpose with my skills, to use my talents for violence for some good, and getting paid for that makes it even better. I guess it could be the glory. It sounds mushy, but fighting with the Companions has granted me great respect across Skyrim, and that will always feel better than just serving myself. The rebels see me as scum, though, because I killed them during the siege of Whiterun. I didn't fight them because of the Empire. I fought them because they were shooting catapults into my city and killing my people. I would have done the same thing if it was the Empire.
Looking at me like that because you want to buy something. I see. Why? Am I that interested? I suppose so, yes. Half the men in Whiterun have proposed to me. Some were even single. That bard Mikhail is begging for a dagger up against his throat, the way he goes on about me. I heard him boasting at the Bannered Mare, saying he'll conquer me as a true Nord conquers any harsh beast. Huh. If you want to try, go right ahead. I don't think anything will get through that thick skull of his, though.
If it's a lady you're looking for, you best look elsewhere. Once Mikhail gets them, they're got. Carlotta put you up to this, didn't she? I'm sorry, but that fiery widow is mine. She just doesn't know it yet. Oh, hey there. I didn't mean to make you upset. On my honor, Carlotta won't have to worry about me again.
Ha, that bard wasn't a true Nord. He was more of a Breton, singing songs and talking himself up. I've met goblins with more skin on their bones than him.
But I'm managing. Recently, he sent word that he had a change of heart. The letters mention some sort of great gift for our child, my daughter Mila. But it sounds too good to be true. The man's presence and his promises. It means little to us. Yes. Soon, she's going to figure out that her father has forsaken her. That there is no gift. She will take that quite hard. Really? I don't have any money to give you. We barely have enough for ourselves. Oh? What is it? Well, I have a daughter to raise, so I must take care. To change the way we live our lives, it's not good for a little girl. That said, if you wish to investigate and try to figure things out, then we'll talk about it. It's all in this note. That letter's the last I've heard of him and mentions where he is.
She was one of the most beautiful women I've seen in Skyrim. The key to her heart was through her kid. So I'd go on a quest to find out what happened to her old lover. I would bring Ayla the Huntress with me on this journey. While I was there, we woke up some old pile of bones beside one of those old dragon mounds. Filthy Lich stood no chance against good steel. Did have an old dragon cult mask. These would look good as displays in your Vasker. Our lead for Carlotta's old lover led us into the Rift, to an old Nordic fortress called Forelhost.
It's a Nordic ruin, thousands of years old.
Where we were met by some high elf camped outside the ancient fortress. He said he was an Imperial officer, but he really didn't look it.
The General has sent me to obtain a powerful weapon for the war effort. This was the last great bastion of the Dragon Cult, and their leader's mask was reported to be quite powerful. Very good. The research I've done seems to indicate that Skorm Snowstrider left part of his journal here after laying siege.
Something was suspect about him, so I didn't tell him that I already had a mask. I'll see what happens when I find it.
Return to me here once you've obtained the mask.
Wasn't your usual Nordic ruin. Instead of Draugr defending it, it was haunted by the ancient Nords that once fought here. This place was the last stand of the ancient dragon cult. This was their last fight. No wonder there's no Draugr. Draugr are prepared once the old city is abandoned. This place was sacked and locked off. Might find Draugr the further we go down. These dragon cultists poisoned themselves before the Nord armies got in. Cowards, the lot of them. At least go out fighting with your blade in your hands. We finally got deep enough to face off against the undead guardians of Forelhost. Even the ancient Nords had Draugr protecting their city's tombs. No walking pile of bones was going to stop me and a werewolf. We would cleave our way through every single Draugr or ghost until we got to the end. Found some nice-looking dragon claw. I'm pretty sure I've heard these open up old tombs. These doors were made to keep in the ancient dead so they could protect the tombs of the fallen. We were now in the bowels of this tomb. found another one of these Dragon Priest liches. I heard stories that these were the most powerful Nords of their time. Maybe they were, but being locked in a tomb for thousands of years has made them weak. We cleaned up the rest of the undead and got this mask, where we found the body of Carlotta's old love. He died trying to get a bunny for his kid. Incredibly stupid, but he died trying to do right by his little girl. By the time we got out of there, it was night. We'll see how much this mask is worth to that elf. That lying son of a bitch. He's now dressed up as a Stormcloak. Probably a Thalmor spy. Only one way to deal with a Thalmor.
Hold on, I can explain.
And that was with sharp steel. We'd use his camp for the night and head back off to Whiterun in the morning. Me and Ayla were companions. Every day could be our last. There's never a guarantee we'll come back. So sometimes we might share some sheets. We ain't a couple, but we both have needs. And tomorrow's battles could very well be our last. So always live life like it's your last day, because it very well could be. Was time to head back to Whiterun and deliver the bad news to Carlotta and Mila. I did all this to chase tail, but now I just feel sorry for them, and glad I could put an end to this story of their lives. As it turns out, she wanted to spend some time with me for my efforts for helping her. This time felt different, like it was from the heart. Maybe my whoring days were over. I felt close to her and Mila, like I had to do right by them, and that I would.
G'day. So yeah, this one I think is a little bit shorter. Look, I mean, I ended up doing a goddamn Lovers Lab quest mod for this because I thought, why not? And I've made Carlotta like very pretty in my game, and it's kind of nice because, you know, like in every kind of scene he's come up, and like even his first one, he was whoring, he was like doing doggy on some goddamn tavern wench. And even this one, he had a couple scenes where he was, you know, banging Ayla. Now Ayla's a werewolf, kind of animalistic needs. Kind of that companionship with the companions where, like, if it's needed and both are active and want to do it, they do it. They don't really give a shit. It's nothing really. It's a bit like her and Scourge. They were very close and they were doing it. And she found the new blood, you know, to be like a fitting companion. But ever since Carlotta, he's kind of, I've got him into a state to where he's thinking maybe, like, you know, maybe she's just more than a side piece. And I'm even thinking, like, this is brand new to me, that he might even become a partner of Carlotta's and somewhat of a father to Milia. So he might spend a couple of days. I might do his AI where he spends a couple of nights, and he might spend a couple of nights in Jorvaska. Then he might spend a couple of nights, you know, in Carlotta's house, as sort of like a, you know, mixing between his work and his personal life. But other than that, I hope you guys enjoyed, because he's kind of like a two-handed, you know, trust steel over magic, doesn't like Breton's kind of dude. He's just your typical down-to-earth warrior mercenary, and yeah, so hope you've enjoyed. Anyway, I'm gonna get out of here. Have a good one.